I forgot all about fight.
Would you?
Yeah.
What did you, when you were at school, I mean, did you miss out on education?
No, I didn't miss out. I wouldn't learn. I didn't know the value of it. I was a little black boy in Kentucky, didn't know nothing about it. I'd be on your show, didn't know nothing about it. I'd be a world champion, playing hooky, playing with the girls, not just going to recess and eating lunch and joking, not knowing the value of education like many children do today, never thinking that one day I'll have to feed myself, didn't have no idea of profit and getting out and making money like a lot of children do. And time went by and I graduated and I won the Olympics and they put me out just because I could fight. And my mind was mainly on sports. They just let me go. And all of a sudden I found myself having trouble reading things, looking at context. I got to hire lawyers to watch lawyers. I know the value of education now. So I'm going to brainwash my children now. My daughter's 6 years old. She speaks Arabic, English, and Spanish.
That was interesting. In fact, when you left school, Muhammad, in fact, were you in fact semi-literate in the sense that you had difficulty reading? Could you read properly?
No, not that type of literate. I have a wisdom that can make me talk to you, an educated man, on any subject, and if the audience or the people listen, they'll say I won. Now, I'll say this. I have the, no, I'm serious. I have the type of knowledge that Jesus had, Moses had, Abraham, Elijah, Muhammad. Men are illiterate according to your educational standards. Moses was so illiterate he couldn't talk. His brother Aaron talked for him. Jesus was a carpenter. Noah, Lot. All of God's prophets were uneducated men. This is why he chooses them, because he wants nobody to take the credit for his success. He's God. He takes them empty and teach them. So I've been taught by Elijah Muhammad. I studied life, I studied people, and I'm educated on this. But when it comes to reading and writing, I'm not. I may be illiterate in that. But when it comes to common sense, when it comes to feelings, when it comes to love, compassion, heart for people, then I'm rich.
Yeah.
I wrote something once that says, where is man's wealth? His wealth is in his knowledge. For if his wealth was in the bank and not in his knowledge, then he don't possess it because it's in the bank. You understand? My wealth is in my knowledge. See? I'm a boxer, and I challenge. I love to come on your show because you ask me good questions. I really like a man like you. You asked me a question here that was good. You didn't write that. It was already in the book. You just brought it out. You found that. See, ain't nobody else wise enough to go find that. See, I like people like you. You make me think. You keep me sharp because I'm a spokesman for my people. And I want to represent my people. And I don't want to be a bad representative. I can't be blind because the blind lead the blind. They all fall in the ditch. So I need people like you to match with them. George Foreman can't talk to you now. Joe Frazier can't talk to you. You'll eat him up. How you feel, Joe? I mean, 6 miles every day. I mean, knowing me, I'm in left head like I do that. You know, I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that. I want to be intelligent, nice looking, get my briefcase and fix up and dress up, put my bow tie on and go give a nice lecture at Harvard University on the intoxications of life, or have a lecture entitled The Purpose of Life, or The Art of Personality, or The Journey to the Goal in Life, or like The Heart of Man, all type of lectures, The Solution to the Black and the White Conflict, religious draft. You understand? I like to study, and like what you hear now, things people never heard. I could go on and on and on different subjects.
Angelo Dundee once said about you that you could have been anything that you wanted to be.
I don't know, not just anything, but I think I could have tried.
Well, it goes back to this thing that supposing you have a remarkable mind. You're very quick, and obviously, if at school you'd have bothered about learning, you would have learned.
I would have, right.
Fine. So there you'd have been in a situation where you could have been a professional man, a lawyer,
I believe I could have. I started boxing at 12 years old.
Yes, but I'm just...
And then I loved it so well, I did quit. I forgot about school.
But then I'm just putting the point to you. Do you think if it had been different, and if you had studied at school, what might you have been then?
I'd been like Martin Luther King, or I would have been, if I got a lot of schooling, I'd been an integrator. I wouldn't be a rebel, what you call it. I wouldn't be speaking for the minority group. I wouldn't be speaking my people. If I got really educated, I had more of a white mind. You real educated people, it's hard to convert them to taking a stand. Real educated people, it's hard to change their minds to give up wealth. And they don't believe in a God, a lot of real educated people. They don't believe in a God. Once they get really educated, they don't believe in God. It's the poor people who believe in God and go to church and believe. So a real educated man gets so wrapped up with books and education and knowledge, and he knows why things happen. He don't believe no more in supernatural. He don't believe no more in spirits or God or this and that. So if I'd gotten real educated without this teaching of black, I'd be just like the type man Sammy Davis Jr. or Sidney 48 or somebody like that.
You don't like them very much?
No, they my brothers, but we get along good. We argue all the time about women. I get real mad all the time when I see them with other women than their own.
Really?
Oh, we fuss all the time.
Really?
Yeah, on me and all of them. Dinah Curl and Bobby McNairn, Leslie Uggins, Chubby Checker. We have a lot of fights. I said, man, why come you don't, all these beautiful black women, brown, cream, tan, yellow, chocolate, all kind of shapes, all kind of figures. After you get rich, why don't you come to the ghettos? Why don't you come see your people? Why are you always in the Waldorf Astoria Hotel or the Americana? All you girls are blonde and brunette. Why you don't promote your people? We are down. We're catching hell. You one or two brothers are out of the mud. Why don't you represent your people? And we just fuss all the time. Oh, I feel so good. I'll pray tonight, and God will bless me, I hope, because I done a good deed today. I done sacrificed all my wealth, all my fame, said what I want to say in a strange land, going back to a worse land, and don't give a damn. So Allah blesses me. That's why he says George Foreman fall, because I prayed for about 1 hour night fight, facing evil. I prayed to Allah to give me power to beat this man, not for myself. Oh Allah, let me beat this man, not because I want the money, not because I want to show off. We got people in the mud. They're scuffling. They're striving to be free. If I'm the heavyweight champion, I go on television. I can look at people like Sidney Poitier, all the black movie stars, all the black singers who are kissing everybody's rights behind. I can stand up and say, you can be free. You can be black. Look at me. I'm the heavyweight champion. Can't nobody stop me. Please, God, let me whoop this man for me. I'm representing Elijah Muhammad, who's your messenger in America, teaching our people freedom. Let me represent him. God, you want your man successful, Elijah Muhammad. You want your people to be free. I'm one of them, and I'm fighting in your name. And after the fight, I said, praise be to Allah. Thank Allah, because Allah made me successful. See, so when I go in the ring, everything I do is to fight. See?
What happened to Allah when, in fact, you lost?
Well, what happened to me, not what happened to Allah.
You prayed, presumably, before.
No, yeah, I prayed, but I prayed only the day before the fight, not every day,
yes,
like a month or two before. I didn't live like I should. I was nightclubbing. I was around people I shouldn't be around. I took it for granted, and I was clowning in the ring, and I didn't do as I should do. I didn't train as I should do. Everybody know I wasn't in shape for Sacker Norton fight. See, I was at a nightclub with Howard Cosell out all night before the fight. The press even wrote about how I wasn't living clean. That's when Norton broke my jaw. When I fought Joe Frazier, I was in Miami Beach joking and playing and not being serious, and we shouldn't play. I know why I lost those two fights. Where was I whooped him the second time, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
And then one Time magazine, that was a wise crack. Where was God? See, he just said, he had just asked me, where was God during the Frazier fight? Like God wasn't there.
I didn't at all.
You said, where was Allah? Go get the film and play it back.
If you say that Allah won you the fight, how come you lost the fight? You prayed the same way.
No, you didn't say that.
I did say
it now because I straightened you out. You're slick. You're slick. You're a wise man. You played here. You straightened it out now. But first, where was God during your second? If I didn't say it, then you would have left it at that.
I asked you a question and you answered it. There's no need to ask me the question back again. I'll ask yourself the question back again. Listen, why didn't you ever go, have you talking about Poitier and people like that? Have you ever thought yourself about being a movie star?
Yes, but I couldn't make the movies I want to make. We got 1 million black movies then made in America, and all of them to belittle black people.
The little black people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Think I'm wrong? You want to challenge me?
I've only seen a couple. I wouldn't know.
And which one did you see? Can you remember the name?
Movie.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing.
And I saw Cleopatra Jones.
That wasn't nothing either.
No, well, they're just fun.
Not just the wise man who makes them know what he's doing. He's lulling black slaves to sleep. Black women on television with their titties out, kissing on each other, and walking around in nude scenes and in beds with white men. They low-rate black people, always cussing, the son of a bitch, and so and so and so and so. They show the worst of black society. Superfly, the dope, and the hustlers. Cotton Comes to Harlem. Every movie they make is for black people to show them down. Charlton Heston makes good movies. Clint Eastwood makes good movies. I don't make movies because they use black people to keep black people down, and that's the latest trick they got, making black people think they're stars, putting them in bad movies. They won't put me in no movies, won't put me in none of them, because if I make a movie, it's going to have to be like Ben-Hur. If I make a movie, I'm going to have to be Moses in the 10th Commandment. That's right, like these faggots. They pick a lot of faggots to play big men. And then they take big men like Jim Brown, our great football player, and put him in movies and make him a faggot. Yeah, I'm too tricky. I told you I'm too slick for them tricks. Elijah Muhammad, who's from God, has taught us those tricks and a teaching wiser than that you have been given us. So when you offer me deals, I look at them. When you say things and read things, I lay back and see why's your motive for doing it. And then I attack you on that basis, but I'm crazy.
Because I want to find out about you. That's why I asked you a question.
Yeah,
You're not hostile.
You not just want to find out about me. You can find out about me in private. You want to find out about me in a way where I can defend myself in front of the world.
No, I want to find out what's different between...
Anybody wise, I know what I'm talking about. I'm glad these people are intelligent regardless of who they are and what it covers. They know, they see what you plan, and they know what I'm saying is right after I explain it. Your thing is to get me on this show, ask me something that I can't get, and have me looking like I can't even represent myself and what I believe. I don't know what I believe myself, but you can't do it. A little too wise for you.
Well, we'll see.
That's you right. Now, there's another crack. We'll see. That means he's going to get me before we leave the show,
no,
right?
No,
Shoot.
Not at all.
Shoot. We'll see. That means you're going to get me. I'm challenging you, mister. What else have you got? Read some more of your thing. You ain't got nothing else on there? Well, when you say we going to see, I mean, you ain't going to see it today. When you going to catch
It's always interesting watching a playback of one of these programs to see what happens, you know? In the sense of how people come over.
We got this thing taped.
Do you want another quote so you can still start shouting at me?
Yeah, I want to lay another trap for me.
Right, fine. It's not a trap at all. This again points out the essential contradiction.
This will be the first
contradiction. And there is a contradiction, right?
I know it.
He preaches against materialism, but fills his garage with a Rolls Royce, a new Cadillac, a new Lincoln, a new camper.
2 Rolls Royces.
2 Rolls Royces.
Now, I'll tell you another thing. Now, I wish he was here, the man who wrote it.
Well,
I preach against material things.
Yes.
When have I ever preached anything against material? I don't preach against material things. I teach our people and our religion that heaven is not on earth. I say heaven is not up in the sky. I mean, heaven is on earth. Hell is not underground. Hell is on earth. The white man has told you heaven is in the sky and hell is underground, and he takes everything in the middle. He's got all the factories, all the hotels, all the motels, all the electric, the land. I say heaven is a good condition on earth. This is what we preach. I don't preach this material thing. And another reason I have material things, not because I want them, not because I see a watch today I want to buy. You know, Hilton Hotel, watch for $6,000. I'm getting a watch for a reason. I have my Rolls Royces for a reason. I have the things I buy for a reason. Black people in America, I'm ready for you. Black people in America do not respect, even the world, people, the average man out here. Why am I on your show? What's George Foreman? Why can I get up and talk so bold on TV? Because I'm the heavyweight champion? If I was just another nigga out there working, I'm washing dishes, and my opinion don't mean a damn thing. I know that. Right. But let me tell you another thing. Why do I buy pretty cars? Because all of the educated people, we're trying to convert to the Islamic faith. The thing is, you all don't have nothing. Elijah Muhammad Ali used to have a little old house, a real house, trying to be humble, and all the Negro preachers of Christianity will say to their followers, how can Elijah Muhammad be from God? He lives in a shack. Shouldn't God be able to bless him with a nice home? He wanted to be humble. He could have had a big home. He drove a little old car in his younger days trying to be humble. But they think you don't have nothing. People don't respect you when you look like you don't have no money. So I got to buy diamonds. I got to be the heavyweight champion. I got to have a Rolls Royce. So when I pull up to that other black man with a Rolls Royce, hey, my brother, come on down to the Muslim temple today. I want you to hear the sermon of Allah. Well, these pretty car. Where I you from? Oh, my man. Come on over. And they listen. You got to have something. Most people would join a church. You get a Catholic church, any kind of church, and build a church and put gold feet in it, put diamond carved stickers on the wall, put carpet in that church, and watch how many followers you will have in your church. Let another man preach a better word of God. Let him have a little house with a storefront, and he won't hardly have no followers. People are in this world, we love wealth. They respect people with money. So I have to buy these things, line them up. I'm fixing up a home in Chicago, English-style house, 14 bedrooms, 60 years old. It will cost $1 million a deal. I paid $100,000 for it. I'm putting all new furniture from Beirut, Lebanon. It's going to be a plush house. I'm never home. But when I invite people over to talk to me, and they sing, punch the bell, dong, 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 dong. And my chauffeur coming door, oh, yes, Mr. Ali, I'll be out in 20 minutes. I have to sit upstairs for 30 minutes and make him wait so he'll appreciate me. I don't run the door. I don't run right to the door and answer him. You go to meet Queen of England, I bet you. You don't walk right in and meet the Queen. You sit there for a while, and they take you to this room, and you sit there. Queen starts sitting there watching the news. But make you wait. Make you think about what you're going to do. You go meet a president of a country. You don't go meet the country. They show you what he's building. They let you see what he's doing. And then when you meet the president, you realize who he is. So I'm trying to convert. I'm trying to wake up my people and help them. So I have to have these things. Otherwise, I'm broke. He's a Joe Lord. This manager take all his money. He made $5 million. He don't have nothing. Now, that's why you see these cars and stuff. Any more tricks? Any more traps?
No more traps. So no, you can have the book with my compliments. One other thing I'd like to ask you. I'd like to ask you more than one. I'd like to ask you more than one other thing, actually. But what about the thing about money? Because a lot of boxers, as you said, Louis was a classic example of being ended up with nothing at all.
Victims of the time. They came up with a time of black
Is it different now, Mohammed?
Not really. They don't make no money now. Zola's made it, but they had trouble. Don't fight it because they don't make much money. And then with the upkeep and way things cost, I'm the only one that's really making money. I'm the only fighter, and the ones that fight me make money. No more make money. The only reason I really make it is because governments are paying for me. Yes. We got Iran wants us to fight. Egypt, Estonia, Russia. The governments are calling for it, not an individual hustling promoter. So I'm the only one really making money today.
But when you mention 10 million, no, it's a hell of a lot of money, isn't it? I mean, is it worthwhile in the long run, do you think?
Yeah, it's worthwhile, but money's good. But as you say, my purpose ain't just money. After 10 million, the government takes 5 million. And then after expenses might be $1 million. And then after manager, I might go home with $1,300,000, $1.5 million out of 10 million. $3.5 million out of 10 million.
That's what you take home.
It still ain't bad, but yeah. Oh, I feel so good. I'll pray tonight, and God will bless me, I hope, because I done a good deed today. I done sacrificed all my wealth, all my fame, said what I want to say in a strange land, going back to a worse land, and don't give a damn. So Allah blesses me. That's why he says George Foreman fall, because I prayed for about 1 hour tonight to fight, facing east. I prayed to Allah to give me power to beat this man, not for myself. Oh Allah, let me beat this man, not because I want the money, not because I want to show off. We got people in the mud. They're scuffling, they're striving to be free. If I'm the heavyweight champion, I'll go on television. I can look at people like Sidney Poitier, all the black movie stars, all the black singers who are kissing everybody's whites behind. I can stand up and say, you can be free, you can be black. Look at me, I'm the heavyweight champion. Can't nobody stop me. Please, God, let me whoop this man for me. I'm representing Elijah Muhammad, who's your messenger in America, teaching our people freedom. Let me represent him. God, you want your man to represent him. God, you want your man successful, Elijah Muhammad. You want your people to be free. I'm one of them, and I'm fighting in your name. And after the fight, I said, praise due to Allah. I thank Allah, because Allah made me successful. See, so when I go in the ring, everything I do is to fight. See?
What happened to Allah when, in fact, you lost?
Well, what happened to me, not what happened to Allah.
You prayed, presumably, before those fights.
I prayed, but I prayed only the day before the fight, not every day.
Yes.
Like a month or two before. I didn't live like I should. I was nightclubbing. I was around people I shouldn't be around. I took it for granted, and I was clowning in the ring, and I didn't do as I should do. I didn't train as I should do. Everybody know I wasn't in shape for the Sacker Norton fight. I was at a nightclub at Howard Cosell out all night before the fight. The press even wrote about how I wasn't living clean. That's when Norton broke my jaw. When I fought Joe Frazier, I was in Miami Beach joking and playing and not being serious, and we shouldn't play. I know where I lost those 2 fights. I whooped him the second time, didn't I?
Oh, you did, indeed.
And then one Time magazine, that was a wise crack. Where was God? See, he just said, he had just asked me, where was God during the Frazier fight? Like God wasn't there.
I didn't say that at all. You
said, where was Allah? Go get the film and play it back.
If you say that Allah won you the fight, how come you lost the fight? You prayed the same way.
You didn't say that.
I did say that.
You said now because I straightened you out. You're slick. You're slick. You're a wise man. You played there, you straighten it out now, but first, where was God during your second? If I didn't say it, then you would have left it at that.
I asked you a question and you answered it.
Yeah.
There's no need to ask me the question back again, or ask yourself the question back again. Listen, why didn't you...
Your thing is to get me on this show, ask me something that I can't get, and have me looking like I can't even represent myself and what I believe. I don't know what I believe myself, but you can't do it. A little too wise for you.
Well, we'll see.
Yes, you're right. Now, there's another crack. We'll see. That means he's going to get me before we leave the show, right?
No,
Shoot.
not at all.
Shoot. We'll see. That means you're going to get me.
It's
okay,
always,
now,
it's
I'm
always,
challenging you, mister. What else have you got? Read some more of your thing. You ain't got nothing else on there? Well, when you say we going to see, I mean, you ain't going to see it today, or when you going to catch
It's always interesting watching a playback of one of these programs to see what happens, you know? In the sense of how people come over.
We got this thing taped.
Do you want to...
Do you want
another quote so you can sort of start shouting at me?
I want to lay another trap for me.
Right, fine. It's not a trap at all. This is again points out the essential contradiction.
This will be the first show we
contradiction. And there is a contradiction, right?
I know it.
He preaches against materialism, but fills his garage with a Rolls Royce, a new Cadillac, a new Lincoln, a new camper.
2 Rolls Royces.
2 Rolls Royces.
Now, I'll tell you another thing. Now, I wish he was here, the man who wrote it.
Well,
I preach against material things.
Yes.
When have I ever preached anything against material? I don't preach against material things. I teach our people and our religion that heaven is not on earth. I say heaven is not up in the sky. I mean, heaven is on earth. Hell is not underground, hell is on earth. The white man has told you heaven is in the sky and hell is underground, and he takes everything in the middle. He's got all the factories, all the hotels, all the motels, all the electric, the land. I say heaven is a good condition on earth. This is what we preach. I don't preach against material things. And another reason I have material things, not because I want them, not because I see a watch today I want to buy in the Hilton Hotel. The watch costs $6,000. I'm getting a watch for a reason. I have my Rolls Royces for a reason. I have the things I buy for a reason. Black people in America, I'm ready for you. Black people in America do not respect, even the world, people, the average man out here. Why am I on your show with George Foreman? Why can I get up and talk so bold on TV? Because I'm the heavyweight champion? If I was just another nigga out there working, I wash some dishes, and my opinion don't mean a damn thing. I know that. Right. But let me tell you another thing. Why do I buy pretty cars? Because all of the educated people we're trying to convert to the Islamic faith. The thing is, you all don't have nothing. Elijah Muhammad Ali used to have a little old house, a real house, trying to be humble, and all the Negro preachers of Christianity will say to their followers, how can Elijah Muhammad be from God? He lives in a shack. Shouldn't God be able to bless him with a nice home? He wanted to be humble. He could have had a big home. He drove a little old car in his younger days trying to be humble. But they think you don't have nothing. People don't respect you when you look like you don't have no money. So I got to buy diamonds. I got to be the heavyweight champion. I got to have a Rolls Royce. So when I pull up to that other black man with a Rolls Royce, hey, my brother, come on down to the Muslim temple today. I want you to hear the sermon of Allah. It was a pretty car. Where that watch come from? Oh, my man. Come on over. And they listen. You got to have something. Most people will join a church. You get a Catholic church, any kind of church, and build a church and put gold seats in it, put diamond-carved speakers on the wall, put carpet in that church, and watch how many followers you will have in your church. Let another man preach a better word of God. Let him have a little house with a storefront, and he won't hardly have no followers. People are, in this world, we love wealth. They respect people with money. So I have to buy these things, line them up. I'm fixing up a home in Chicago, English-style house, 14 bedrooms, 60 years old. It will cost $1 million to build. I paid $100,000 for it. I'm putting all new furniture from Beirut, Lebanon. It's going to be a plus house. I'm never at home. But when I invite people over to talk to me, and they ding, punch the bell, dong, 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 dong. And my chauffeur come and go, oh, yes, Mr. Ali, be out in 20 minutes. I have to sit upstairs for 30 minutes and make him wait so he'll appreciate me. I don't run to the door. I don't run right to the door and answer him. You go to meet Queen of England, I bet you. You don't walk right in and meet the Queen. You sit there for a while, and they take you to this room, and you sit there. Queen's probably sitting there watching the news. But make you wait. Make you think about what you're going to do. You go meet a president of a country. You don't go meet the country. They show you what he's building. They let you see what he's doing. And then when you meet the president, you realize who he is. So I'm trying to convert. I'm trying to wake up my people and help them. So I have to have these things. Otherwise, I'm broke. He's a Joe Louis. His managers take all his money. He made $5 million. He don't have nothing. Now, that's why you see these cars and stuff. Any more tricks? Any more traps?
No more traps. One more question, then we must wrap it.
Well, Mohammed, you've talked about black and white, and you have in the audience tonight some members of the England boxing team. England, and you'll see black and white faces.
Right, we know that.
What does worry me, thinking in terms of your position as champion of the world and the respect that a lot of people have got for you in this country, is that you could use that influence to unite as the ethics of sport require and not divide.
Yeah, unite.
unite the races.
Good question. You even got a hand for me. Show how wrong everybody else who even clap if they think that's right. I'll say my wisdom. Now, you're right. Unite. It'd be good if I could use this to unite. But even your Christianity teaching, all people agree, charity first begins at home. God helps those who helps themselves. That's all I got to say. It means you wrong and everybody claps wrong. Negroes are cutting each other up. Oh, we pull each other down. You white people are not our trouble. White people really don't bother us. It's our own people fighting and killing and prostituting, black pimps selling their women to white men all around New York. We got to get together. I can't teach no unity. I come trying to unite you all. Some bigot can walk up who don't like uniting. You got white people who don't like blacks too. Can stand up and say, hell, you over here trying to unite England and the world, and hell, in Chicago, 37 Negroes got killed last weekend in different nightclubs. 37 Negroes is scary. 37 Negroes shot each other over women or gambling or ideal last week in Chicago. 37. We are not one. And once we get to be one, if there's any more love left, we say, all right, let's go over and unite with him. But we not together. So you had a good little question according to your knowledge. And all of you clap, that was to your knowledge. But everything was wrong. I'm right in uniting mine first. Can't come over here messing with you. And when I say unite, how far should I unite? Should we integrate as far as your woman? Should I come over here looking for your woman? No, now we got to know how to integrate when we start integrating. I'm integrating today. His daughter, his whoever, I got girls of all races come to me every day. Hey, Mr. Jarvis Star, he's English and businessman. He's sitting in the lobbies of the hotel. Oh, how are you? All kind. How are you, ma'am? I treat you nice. I know where I belong. Nice meeting you. Bye-bye. Every man loves a son that look like himself. So if we're going to integrate, how far should we integrate? Should I come after your daughter because I can take advantage of her? I'm the world champion, and she goes meet me tomorrow at the theater? No. You understand? So you got to put a barrier. You just don't jump up and start clapping for nothing.
Muhammad Ali, I must, in fact, close there. I like the assumption that you have that every time they clap, somebody who makes a point contrary to you, they're wrong. But every time you make a point...
Now, hold it. There goes your another crack.
No,
let me get back on you. I didn't say that. But
You've got to wrap it.
Let me go out and bring up 25 blacks and let them tell me their problems, and you show me where you brothers.
I enjoy being on your show.
You brothers now.